Hello everyone and welcome to my video. So today we are going to talk about if you have moon in the 7th house of your D9 Navamsha chart. So please take a note, we are talking about the Navamsha chart, and also if you don't have any planet in the 7th house but you have Cancer sign in the 7th house of your Navamsha chart. So these are two different things. So first I'm talking about the planet moon if you have moon in the 7th house, right? So what you can tell about the appearance of your spouse is, first of all, they will be having a round face and they can have a fair complexion. They can have a round face, fair complexion, they can have a round body. They will have a young looking face, a youthful appearance. Moon here gives a youthful appearance to the native. About the nature of the spouse, what we can say is definitely they are going to be very emotional. They're going to have an emotional nature. The how the bonding is with you is going to affect their mood, their peace of mind. Bonding with you as well as the bonding with everybody, whoever they are interacting with, whoever is there in their life, because seventh house is the house of the other, you know everybody except other than you is the seventh house. First house is you, seventh house is the outer world. So their relationship with people matters to them a lot, and if they are having a breakup or a bad relationship, it is going to ruin their peace of mind. So they are very emotional people, very much attached. Second thing about the nature is they are having a flirtatious nature. So they like to flirt around. They might be having affairs. Certain combinations can give extramarital affairs. Third thing, their marriage is going to have fluctuations, and how moon is never the steady. It is going up and down, up and down. The same way your marriage can also go up and down if you have this placement, right? So one more thing, if you can tell about the spouse, is they are going to have moody, their mood swings. A lot of mood swings can be seen if you are having this placement, right? So one more thing, what happens, what moon is a mother. Moon also represents mother, right? So sometimes what I have seen is these people start behaving like a parent to their spouse. They will start acting like a mother, you know uh, to their spouse, and like they will like to nourishment providing for the spouse. They love to take care, and these people are very caring. These people are very warm hearted, emotional people, you can say. They will try to control the spouse sometimes, depending upon the dignity of the moon. They can become little bit controlling because they are they are insecure sometimes. So this can also be seen from moon in the seventh house. Okay, and obviously you have to look at how is the condition of the 12th house and the second house, because whenever you are looking at the moon, you should look sixth and eighth places from the moon, right? So check that as well. They are going to have a lot of mood swings. What happens if moon and Venus is conjunct? If you have Venus also over here, it gives the most beautiful, most gorgeous looking spouse is seen from moon plus Venus conjunction in the seventh house of Navamsha chart. Like it is one of the yogas yoga for having it. If you have moon and Mercury conjunct, what happens, this Mercury is going to help the native to do very good business. They're going to be very good with the interactions, with the transactions. They have a very strong hold. They can do very good business if Mercury is aspecting or sitting with this moon. one more thing I can tell is, if moon is conjunct Ketu in the 7th house of your Navamsha, then this Ketu is going to break the relationship, because Ketu will give a lot of dissatisfaction to the native. So the native will try to get into the relationship because of the moon, but Ketu will keep on giving you dissatisfaction and breaking the relationship. So it is not your fault majorly, it is because of Ketu that these people might not get married. Even if they get married, there will be difficulty in sustaining the marriage, right? So this is about the spouse, the nature, how they emotional they are going to be. So what happens if you don't have moon and you have Cancer sign over here? What happens is, these people, if you are having Cancer, naturally you are a Capricorn ascendant, right? These people are going to be a little bit more emotionally stable compared to having moon alone over there. What happens is, they here also they can have a little bit of flirtatious nature, but they will be emotionally a little bit more stable. They will be happy with the relationships only if they are getting status because of the relationship. This moon needs status, not only with the spouse, with all the relationships that they are having. They are going to be warm hearted, they are going to be emotional, but they need status. They might not care about money or other things, but they do care about how much status, if it is rising or not, if you are a manager, if you are becoming a vice president or not, because of the relationship, right? So that is one point. If you are having Cancer sign, you can be also again a little bit motherly towards the spouse, which is good, because if you are having Capricorn rising in Navamsha chart, means you are lucky. Then your spouse is going to take care of you. That I can say. Uh, so I think I have pretty much covered everything over here. Do leave a comment if you think you can add something more. And if you like the video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you soon.